It's time to sew up one of those precious fabrics that I've been hoarding for years, and I need your help to decide which one. Hi, my name is Sarah, and if you're new here, I make videos about sewing and styling a handmade wardrobe. Today, I am so excited to be taking part in the Precious Fabric Challenge, which is hosted by Whitney of Tomcat Stitchery. Whitney started this challenge last year, I believe, in order to inspire the sewing community to sew up those fabrics that we've been holding onto for just a little bit too long. I'm going to put the rules up on the screen, but I believe that you just need to tag your make on Instagram with the hashtag PreciousFabric25 and Tomcat Stitchery. It has to be a new make, and there's only one entry per person, and you're supposed to post your make by September 30th on Instagram. So I have quite a few pieces of precious fabric that I've been holding on to for probably a little bit too long. I'm going to mainly focus on things that are appropriate for the fall and winter season because that's what we're headed into where I live. And let's just get started. Now these first two fabrics, I almost feel a little bit silly calling them precious, but I will explain. Let me tell you what they are first. I'm just going to put down one of these and show you one at a time. So this is a bamboo rib knit. I have two of the same fabric. This one was purchased from fabric.com and the brown color was purchased from Blackbird Fabrics. Now I have actually sewn with this particular type of fabric several different times. I think I've only made tops. So that's why it feels a little bit silly, like why do I consider these to be precious? Well, thanks to the tariffs and all the stuff that's going on, this fabric is now incredibly difficult to find in the United States for a decent price. I was actually only able to find it from one vendor and they only had one color. So I will link that down in the description box if you're interested in it. And so despite having had several colors of this exact same fabric in my stash that I've already sewn up and made into garments, these two pieces that I have left suddenly feel a lot more special and unique than they used to, because I just have no idea when I'm going to be able to get more. This fabric is the perfect weight. It's not sheer, but it's nice and light. It feels really good against the skin. It's very, very good quality. So if I choose this particular fabric for my Precious Fabrics make, I'll only make up one of them, but I actually have a couple of different pattern ideas. I have 2 meters of this one and I have 2 yards of the other one, so either one should be enough to make the patterns I'm thinking of. I really want to make a twin set with this. So the first pattern is the True Bias Bryn cardigan. I bought this last year in her Black Friday sale, but I haven't made it up yet. I would make the cropped version. And then to go underneath, I would make the True Bias Zoe, which is a tank that I have sewn before a couple of different times, and I'll put in a picture of my previous make. For both of these, the cardigan and the tank, I would do the cropped version. I think that's the only way I would be able to get both pieces out of the fabric that I have available to me. And I just think that it would make a really nice twin set, perfect for fall, but I could wear each piece on its own. The tank could be a layer underneath sweaters or other tops, and then the cardigan, I could either wear it on its own as a top, or I could also wear it as a layer over dresses or with skirts or something like that. So that's choice number one, sewing up this really beautiful, nice quality bamboo rib knit fabric into a twin set. Oh, and by the way, the reason why I'm saying that I need your help deciding to choose is because I sew at a very slow pace these days, so I'm reasonably sure that I'm only going to have time to sew up one thing for this challenge. So please let me know in the comments which one is your favorite and which one you think that I should make for the month of September. So the next fabric is from Mind the Maker. This is a sweater knit that's out of 100% organic cotton. I have 1.3 meters of this. And I purchased this specifically to make the Nina Lee South Bank sweater. I'm going to make the cropped version. And the only reason why I haven't made this yet, I have made the dress a couple of different times, but I've never made the top. I'm just a little nervous about using this fabric because it is very thick, and because it's a rib knit, it's a little bit kind of an uneven texture, and I'm a little bit worried about sending it through my serger. I'm not sure how well it's going to handle the thick layers, but I think it should probably be able to handle it as long as I use the right needle and maybe mess around with the tension a little bit. I'll have to experiment, but that's the reason why I haven't sewn this up yet, even though I do love this fabric and I absolutely love this color. I know that the pattern is super simple because I've made it before. It's just the thickness of the fabric that's a little bit worrying to me. But I do think that it would make a really lovely sweater for the fall and winter. Now on to option number 3. If you've been with me for a while, then you will have seen this fabric before. I purchased this along with another Rifle Paper Company fabric to make a birthday dress for my birthday, which is in July. And I decided to use the other fabric that I chose rather than this one. So for this particular fabric, which is just absolutely gorgeous, I love the print of this so much, and the smaller scale is perfect for me. It's not too overwhelming. I want to remake a dress that I had made in the past. It's Simplicity 8875. I really loved that dress that I made, but unfortunately, I think I made it back in 2021, and I wasn't doing the correct fit adjustments for myself at the time, so I didn't do a small bust adjustment. And I always found that that dress didn't quite fit me right, and it felt a little bit awkward to wear it. So I did end up rehoming that dress, but I always wanted to make it again in a size that actually fits me because I just think that it's really beautiful. And I think that it would look absolutely amazing in this particular fabric. So this time around, I would of course muslin the bodice and get the fit just right before I cut into my precious fabric. The only thing about this one that I'm not sure about is that I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to do it. I do want to make sure that I take my time and do a really good job with the construction because this is the kind of dress that I would keep in my wardrobe absolutely forever until I couldn't wear it anymore. But I do love this dress so much, and I think that even though I am planning to make the short sleeve version, that I could easily layer it up with tights and boots and wear a jacket or a cardigan over top, and it would be perfect for the fall and winter season. This next one is a really fun one. So a couple of years ago, I got inspired by the Farm Rio shirt dresses. And they had a few, I think I'll put in a picture if I can find one, where they divided up the dress into halves. And so one half was one fabric, and then the other half was another fabric. And often they would use the same print, but just in different colorways. So I was inspired to buy this Be Happy Blooms fabric by Rachel Parker from Guthrie and Ghani, I think last year or maybe the year before. And I wanted to make a similar dress to the Farm Rio style. However, I never ended up making that dress. I was going to make the Closet Core Cali shirt dress, which I have made once before, and I really do like that dress. But I think the reason why I never cut into this fabric and made up the dress is because I'm not sure how much I would actually wear it. I have a lot of dresses in my closet already, and I just don't really wear dresses all that often, especially in the fall and winter season. So now I've decided what I think that I might do with this is instead of doing a dress, just have the same concept but make it into a button-up shirt, because I actually think that I would wear that a lot more. So I would probably pick my favorite pattern for a shirt, which is the Helen's Closet Cameron button-up. I've made several different versions of it, so I'm very familiar with the pattern and with the construction. And I think that having a shirt where one side is this fabric and one side is this fabric would just be really fun, a little bit unique. And the only thing that's holding me back is that I would obviously have to cut very, very carefully to make sure that I'm cutting out all of the pieces properly. And I do only have 1 meter of each of these, so there's not a lot of wiggle room in case I mess up. So it would just take a little bit of extra thought before I cut into my fabric to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. But I do really like the idea of this. And let me know if you think that I should make a shirt or if I should stick with my original plan and go with the dress. Now this next fabric here is a wool polyester rayon blend that I got from Fabric Mart a couple of years ago. It's in a pinstripe, it's kind of subtle, and this is a really, really nice quality fabric. It feels really soft to the touch, and I have quite a lot of it. I think I have 4 yards and it's 62 inches wide, so I have a very substantial amount of this. I originally had bought it to make a suit, so I was going to make a wide leg trouser and a matching blazer. However, since I bought the fabric, I've realized that blazers are just not really my style. You know how every capsule wardrobe tells you that you need a blazer because it's so classic? Well, blazers aren't really a classic for me because they're just a little bit too dressy for my everyday life, and especially a pinstripe like this I think would be a little bit too formal, a little bit too corporate for me. So instead, what I think I would want to do is make either a cropped blazer or possibly a vest along with the trousers, or I actually probably have enough fabric that I could do all 3. Now, realistically for the challenge, I would only be able to finish 1 of those pieces and not 3, but I'll share with you the 3 patterns that I'm thinking about making, and then you can let me know in the comments which one you think that I should do, whether it's the blazer or the vest, or if you think I should do both. So the vest is one that I've sewn before. It's the Butterick 6901. I really like this vest and I've always wanted to make more versions. It's the perfect fitted V-neck vest, and I did make a muslin, so I got it to fit me really well. And I think that it would be absolutely stunning in this pinstripe fabric. The cropped blazer is the Vicky Sews Bryce. I have not sewn this one before, and I did receive the pattern for free several years ago when I was a Vicky Sews brand ambassador, but I'm no longer affiliated with that company. I've never made a cropped blazer before, and like I said, I'm not a blazer person, so that's probably why. But I do think that it would actually get a lot more wear out of a cropped jacket because those proportions suit me really well. So I am tempted to try that one. And then for the pants, I think that I would make Grasser number 700. This is a pattern that I purchased a couple of years ago but haven't made. It's a classic tailored trouser with pleats, and it has a lining up to the knee. So I really like that it gives instructions in the pattern for the lining, and I don't have to figure out how to do that myself. Because this is a wool blend, I think having a lining would be really useful in these pants. and it would also make them more winter appropriate. So those are the 3 pieces that I think I would like to make out of this fabric. Let me know in the comments which one you think I should sew up first. So rounding out the options is this fabric. I think I bought it a couple of years ago from Emma One Sock. It was a dead stock fabric, and I saw it on the website and I just absolutely had to have it, even though it was quite expensive. This is an Italian cotton poly coating fabric, and it's brushed on one side. So it has this beautiful plaid rainbow design to it, and then the back side of it is a little bit more solid. So I think you could actually use either side, but I would probably put the brushed side on the outside. I don't really know. I haven't decided yet. But the pattern I'm thinking of making with this is the Berta 6461. I think that's the correct number. I'll have the pattern on the screen. I haven't made this pattern before. It's for a coat that has a lining, and I think that it would look really nice in this plaid fabric. It would be a fun pop of color when the winter blues are really getting me down. It would just be something fun and different and really unique from all the coats that I already have. Now, the reason why I might not make the coat for this particular challenge is because I have a lot of coats already in my closet and I don't necessarily need another one. And this is a very specialty kind of coat, so I don't know that I would wear it all that often. But then again, when I do wear it, I think that I would feel absolutely amazing in it because the colors are just so bright and fun and uplifting. So let me know if you think that I should make this one, or if you have any other pattern suggestions for a coat. I don't have a ton of this fabric. I could probably only make a coat that's like hip length. I can't do anything super long. But if you have any other pattern suggestions for something that's kind of simple that would work with the plaid, I would love to hear your thoughts. So those are all of the fabrics that I picked out for the Precious Fabrics Challenge. Thank you so much to Whitney for inviting me to participate. And don't forget to check out all the other channels who are participating in this challenge. Yesterday we saw videos from Whitney the host and also Lisa from Lisa Makes. Today you're seeing my video and also Tamlin from Sewn on the Tyne. And on September 5th there will be a video from Elephant and Roses, and all of their channels will be linked down in the description box. Please make sure that you check out their videos and see what precious fabrics they have picked out for this challenge. I think that it's going to be a lot of fun and I can't wait to get started. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.